Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title guys, you can see in today's video, we're going to be talking about this content creator that you guys are viewing here on your screen, because not only that we have men that are consistently coming out here and trying to shame us as women because we decided that we wanted to be child free, but now we also have these women that, in my opinion, the only reason why someone will come out here and make a video like this is because you secretly are envious of the women that we decided that we didn't want to have kids. Why can it be that y'all want kids, y'all go and have your kids? Why can't y'all leave us that don't want said kid? Why can't y'all just leave us alone? Like I said, I understand why the lowest hanging fruits of society are continuously coming out here and trying to shame women for this. But now on top of that, we also have to have other women coming out here talking about we're on vacation 24/7. And what if we are on vacation 24/7? If I had kids that I had to get up and fend for, had to consistently be taken care of, obviously I wouldn't be able to go to a complete different continent for 6 long weeks on vacation. You guys already know I just came off of vacation. But again, that is the life that I wanted for myself. Why are y'all so upset about that? Nonetheless, guys, not only me, but when she came out here and say that we don't realize how much free time that we have and we're practically always on vacation, I do have to say a lot of women came for her. And to be honest, I'm here for it because once again, why can't you choose what you want, be happy with it? And also, why can't y'all just let us live if we don't want the same for our life? Nonetheless, guys, listen to all of these responses and then we will come back with more.
I don't think people without kids realize how much free time they actually have.
Oh no, we do. We know, which is why many of us have chosen to not have children.
Like, they are practically on vacation 24/7.
I don't think mothers on maternity leave realize how much free time they have. I mean, they're practically on vacation 24/7. Kind of a wild thing to say, isn't it? If we want to talk about demographics that don't know something, let's talk about parents. I don't think parents know just how insufferable they are. I don't think parents, specifically mothers, know that they are the biggest deterrents for people who are child-free from making the decision to have children. I don't need to have children. You guys have shown me more than enough that you're miserable with that life.
Now, don't get me wrong, I love spending time with my kids, but
if you are so happy being a mom, if you are so happy being a parent, why are you constantly on the internet talking about how child-free people this, child-free people that? You don't get free time. I'm always tired. You can't compare your tired to mine. My tired is just so unique. It's a tired that has never existed in the world before having children. Oh my God. You sound like you really love being a mom. To act like people who are child-free don't have responsibilities like work, or working more than one job, or going to school while working, or going to school while working more than one job, or having animals that they have to raise, or a home they have to take care of, or maybe a parent they have to take care of. To act like being a parent gives you a unique experience on being tired. Again, that's that insufferability I was talking about.
it's just funny because, like, I have friends that don't have kids, and I just get a kick out of hearing them say, like, oh, I'm so tired, or I'm so busy. And I really try not to be that friend that's like, oh, well, girl, imagine if this, imagine, like, I despise people like that.
I don't want to be that friend to them. So I'm actually just going to come to the internet instead and say it to everybody here instead of saying it to their faces. Yeah, because motherhood is awesome and I have so much fun doing it. You made a lifestyle, lifelong commitment and choice to have children, and it changes it. It changes your lifestyle. That's why many people who don't have children and have actively chosen to be child-free are child-free. Many of us don't want to give up whatever free time we do have to waste in our minds or spend or invest in your minds on a child.
But I'm just saying, a person without kids free time is completely different than a person who has kids free time. So take advantage now while you can.
There's like a flip that switches in the brains of many parents, and it's like a cognitive dissonance insufferability switch. They don't really realize how obnoxious and you sound miserable. You do a great job selling me and not wanting to have children. Other child-free people, their content, child-free content, has never once persuaded me not to have children. But the content and the things I hear from the mouths of parents, they do. Because the last thing I want to do is just naturally become insufferable just because I became a parent. That seems to be like the standard deviation. That seems to be the route that people go down. It's like you can't be a parent without being annoying. You have to sit and complain. You have to sit and complain about how child-free people have it so easy, as if you didn't make the choice to have children. That was your decision. That was your decision. Maybe something you should have looked into before you had them.
I don't think people without kids realize how much free time they actually have.
You can't have kids and come up here and complain to us like we made you have kids, like we impregnated you. Are you out of your damn mind? And the fact that she's out here trying to make it seem like people that don't have kids are living this totally unrealistic life. Girl, it's a realistic life that you could have had, but you decided to have kids, which is up to you. Everybody choose what they want, right? But y'all need to stop this. Oh my God, I've seen so many videos this year. Women need to stop having kids if you're going to complain about your kids. Stop it. Literally stop it. Nobody's taxing you to have kids. And then what I'm not understanding is that half of y'all women that have kids, your husband don't even help y'all with your kids. A lot of your husband don't even know your kids' birthday. A lot of the husband don't even know your kids' eyes color. Stop playing with me. Like, what are we doing online? And you out here bashing women, or you're trying to bash women in like such a lady way, I guess, about like, she was basically saying we have so much time in our hand because we don't have kids. No, duh. That's the whole point of not having kids. Why would I want to have kids? One. Two, why would I want to have kids when I know my husband ain't gonna help me? Three, why would I want to have kids just because society want me to have kids? Four, why have kids when I can literally travel every other day? When I can live my life every other day? When I don't have to call somebody or find a babysitter to watch them just for me to go across the street? Why would I do that? Like, it's such an inconvenience. Like, yes, like I understand why people want to have kids, and I think that's great. Like, just keep them coming, okay? I like seeing other people have families and have kids. My sister had a kid, like, I love them. But I don't want that for myself. I genuinely don't want a life where everywhere I go I have to consider my kids, or I have to put them in.
I don't think people without kids realize how much free time they actually have. Like, they
Have you all heard about this viral mom video in which this mom is saying that child-free people are on a 24/7 vacation? I actually want to talk for a second about the fact that there are a lot of child-free people who take on roles that require them to be on call all the time for people who aren't just their own DNA. I have a friend who runs a homeless facility. She's responding to emergencies all of the time. She has dedicated her life to bettering the life of people who are not related to her. I'd love to know if the mom that made that video is doing that, or if she's only extending her care and resources to her own DNA, her own little progenies, her own little future caretakers, her own little narcissism mini-me's. I get so tired sometimes of parents wanting all this praise for something that is ultimately an ego project. That's what a kid is. I'm not impressed by that. It's fine if it makes you happy, but I'm not going to give you an award for it. Tell me that you have dedicated your days to the betterment of someone who does not share DNA with you, then I'm impressed.
People with no kids are practically on vacation 24/7 is so funny, because have you ever gone out with somebody with a kid? Have you ever gone out with your homegirl and she got a babysitter? You be like, come on, bitch, let's go. It's time to go. They mopping the floor. She still got 2 drinks in her hand. She yelling, hey, the lights are on. So yeah, we kind of do realize how much free time we have, because we're watching you, girl. Cherish your very few moments of it. That's a bit much. But even she then goes on to say, you know, like, I'm not trying to be the friend to say, oh, imagine what tired really looks like. Like, I understand everybody has their trials and tribulations and blah, 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 blah. But you're also saying that when your friend comes to you and says, I'm tired, or I'm exhausted, or I'm too busy, I'm overwhelmed, you're not taking it that serious. You're not taking it serious to the full potential of what your friend knows to be as overwhelmed as possible, as tired as possible, as busy as possible, because you think it could be worse. And I just don't fucking understand that. And then the girl, how do you pronounce that thing? She's wearing like an ALO sweater. Like, imagine parents who got 2, 3, 4 jobs, you know? So it's like, you're not even as tired as you could be. It was just so like, it was steaming with, I'm going to try to say these caveats so that I don't get attacked. But for real, I don't think you bitches have anything to complain about. And it's like, well, neither do you, because you knew what you signed up for when you did that.
I don't think people without kids realize how much free time they actually have. Like, they are practically on vacation 24/7. And
so I was going to come on here and make a whole rant about why people with semen demons just don't fucking get it. But you know what? Let's entertain your thoughts. You're right. We're constantly on vacation. There's me in Barcelona, Spain. There's me in Central Park, New York. I'm in Guatemala right here. That's Vatican City. Dublin, Ireland right there, babe. Berlin, Germany. That's me feeding a little monkey in Japan. You're right. Our life is just one constant vacation. I didn't just get up at 4 a.m. to get ready, drive 2 hours to work, to my job, where I'm helping out the community because I work at a nonprofit, where I get berated by customers all fucking day. And then I drive 2 hours back home. So I get home around 7:30-ish. By then I'm way too exhausted. But no, you're right. How can I be tired? It's almost like you regret having your kids. If you do, just say that. Does it pay to be this stupid?
I have friends that don't have kids, and I just get a kick out of hearing them say, like, oh, I'm so tired, or I'm so busy. And I really try not to be that friend that's like, oh, well, girl, imagine if this, imagine it. Like, I despise people like that, because at the end of the day, everyone has problems, everyone has issues, everyone has a to-do list, and they can get overwhelmed and be tired. But I'm just saying, if you're watching this and you don't have kids, embrace the free time. Because once you do have kids, there will be little to no free time. And the time that you get with them is amazing.
But you are being that friend. You are being judgy. You are being condescending by comparing your lack of free time to their supposed or assumed abundance of free time. They could be just as busy. They could be just as tired. And just because you have kids, you think that their tiredness or their stress or whatever isn't real. I have 2 kids. My kids are 19 and 22. I would love for them to want to spend more time with me. That's just not reality. I've been through all of that. And yes, it is tiring, etc. But it's not like one is more valuable. Like you're assessing a value on tiredness. And frankly, as women, we don't need that shit. You made your choices. It sounds like you're very grateful and thankful to have kids, which is wonderful. But it sounds like you're also a little bit resentful of your friends that, number one, either didn't make that choice or haven't made that choice yet, or whatever their personal life is. You are being condescending and you are being pretty patronizing and saying that their tiredness or their stress is less valuable because it's not due to children. I don't think you're being a very good friend right now.
I don't think people without kids realize how much free time they actually have. Like, they are practically on vacation 24/7. And you don't realize that until you have kids and you have no free time ever. Now, don't get me wrong, I love spending time with my kids, but I don't get a lot of free time, which I completely understand. I signed up for. But it's just funny because, like, I have friends that don't have kids, and I just get a kick out of hearing them say, like, oh, I'm so tired, or I'm so busy. And I really try not to be that friend that's like, oh, well, girl, imagine if this, imagine it. Like,
I swear to God, nobody convinces me to stay child-free more than parents themselves. Because why is it every single day I come onto this app and I see the exact same thing, right? It's always, parenthood is so rewarding. But I haven't slept in 3 years. I can't eat what I want to. I can't spend my money on myself. My kids scream at me constantly. My husband doesn't help me. I never get a break. I never get a vacation. Being a parent is a full-time job, and people without kids don't know what real exhaustion feels like. And I'm just sitting here like, I'm sorry, why would anyone hear that pitch and go like, yeah, Sign me up. And don't get me wrong, I respect the work that parents do. Like, I know it is exhausting. I mean, somebody has to have kids, right? But those same people get mad when child-free people talk about being child-free. They say we're selfish because we value our free time, or we like spending our money on ourselves, or we want to travel without like scheduling around a nap time. And it's like, be so for real. I mean, why wouldn't we? I mean, like, don't you guys? And when the loudest messaging about parenthood is basically like, I love my kids, but my entire life is gone, and physically and mentally, like, I'm drowning without any help. And you know, I rarely hear people talking about the joys of parenthood without immediately following it with like a massive like ... But so explain to me like why we're expected to hear all of that and still choose to have children. I don't know, make it make sense. I want children one day. I do. I am very happily married. Me and my husband, we both want kids. But I am committed to not having children until I am ready for my life to be over. Until I have done all of the fun things that I want to do, and I've gotten all the things that I want to have, and I am willing to sacrifice every single thing that I enjoy in my life for the sake of raising a child.
So children are on the agenda again, and people are yelling at Danny EK because she said something about how child-free people are on vacation 24/7. I actually think that you guys are doing too much. Like, I don't really think that she said anything that was crazy. Like, people are taking offense to the fact that she said, like, oh, no, people are even saying, like, oh, I think you saying that child-free people don't know what it is to be busy. I don't think that she actually never said that. She just said, like, you don't realize your free time, and I'm just really busy. I don't think that she said I'm more busy than you. I think that you got there, or maybe that's what people usually say, but I think that that's such a non-issue. Like, are you really going to get offended because somebody said that? Oh, well, you don't understand what really being tired is. Like, who cares, for real? Obviously, they're projecting because they're all very unhappy. Now, here's the thing. I just don't understand why mothers... I just don't understand why they get on the internet and they be like, oh, y'all do not have kids. Nobody said that it was going to be... I'm not going to have any free time and I'm never going to get out to do anything. But they literally did. Like, they literally did. They literally said this for years. Like, it was never a secret. I don't understand why you guys act like it's some secret they kept from us. No, they didn't. They said it and you still did it. And now, like, but like, it was never hidden. It was really never hidden. And another thing, I really hate to see them always get on here and say, oh, it's not even because I want to go out to the club. It's not even that. It's not even that. If you listen to all of them, that's one thing they always say. The other thing they always say is not that I don't love my kids. These are qualifiers. They're trying to get ahead of something before somebody makes their narrative because they feel a little bit guilty. One, I don't feel like you should feel guilty about like saying, it's not that I don't love my kids. I'm not going to speak on that because I don't have kids, blah, blah. It's a complex thing. But what I will speak on is that little piece about them saying, oh, it's not that it's about the club. Yes, it is. It's about the club. You want to go to the club, and that's fine. Don't be letting fucking people or your nigga or whatever fucking shame you into seeing that it's not about wanting to go to the club. Yes, you want to go to the club, and that's fine. Yes, you want to be out, especially if you were somebody who was in the club before. Yes, you still want to go to the club, babe. That's what it's about, and that's fine. Don't let them shame you into saying that. Don't let them shame you into not saying that. Because it is. So, yeah, I think that y'all are doing way too much on the Danny girl, though. Like, it is such a non-issue for a mom to be like, oh, well, you don't actually know what being tired is. Like, okay, you can be irritated at it and to say, like, you're being ridiculous. I do know what it is. But to actually, like, get offended by it, but to, like, genuinely get offended by it, you're actually doing too much, too. Like, you also need to relax. It's not that serious. And that's also not what she said.
Guys, after she was getting so much backlash, she then decided that she wanted to come out here and make a second video. So briefly listen to what she had to say, and then we will come back with more.
Y'all are big mad right now about that video I posted talking about people with kids versus people without kids free time. You guys, I am not saying that people without kids like don't have a life or don't have responsibilities or don't have obligations. I completely get it. I'm just merely saying that people with kids, we don't have a choice. And I get it. that is because we decided and we made our own choice to have children. But now that we have them, we don't have a choice on how we necessarily get to spend our free time. I am in a marriage, so I do have a partner. I am grateful for that. Of course, like, we make decisions based on how we want to spend our time, but at the end of the day, the facts are the facts. And the fact is that if you have kids, you understand where I'm coming from. We don't get to choose when we get to wake up in the morning. If you don't have kids, you might not 100% get to choose, but you do kind of get to choose based on your situation. So no hate. I'm not comparing. Like I mentioned in my other video, everyone has issues. Everyone has problems. Everyone has responsibilities. I love my girlies that are out there getting their degrees, working their jobs, reaching their goals. I love that for you guys. I was just speaking from a place of being at home with my children for the past 6 days and feeling it a little bit. That's all. Love y'all.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. And again, guys, why can't we all just live and let live? If you want to have kids, good. If you don't want to have kids, that should also be okay. Nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. What are your thoughts and opinion? Or please get in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.